Guys, how are you? I hope we had a good day, and I hope we've had a good week so far. Mubarak here. I'm back with the review of the daily market review analysis of forex pairs, major dollar pairs, and some commodities. Okay, let's get right into it. From yesterday for Euro USD, we talked about looking for shorts once we've grabbed this high here. And if you look at this, right? So remember, we have this 4-hour supply right here. And then if you have a look at this, right, what can we see here? We can see market is ranging from here to here, right? If you go on the 1 hour, on the hourly, you can see it more clearly, right? Market is just ranging. So whenever we have this sort of range, right, we talk about this. Either you want to buy from the 25% and sell from the 75%. So right now it's around the 75%. But also we would like to have a swipe of liquidity. So we have open areas here, which we wanted to see get taken out yesterday, it didn't. So if we can get one more swipe up, right, something of this sort, right, and then so this becomes our fractal low. Now we retest and then we can find further downside to this NFP low, right? Because whenever we have news, there's a strong possibility that we tend to take out the range of that news, right? The high of the news, and then coming to take out the low. So this is our NFP low. This still remains our target for further bearish momentum on Euro USD. Okay. Uh, So if we look at this swing wise and fractal wise, right? Yesterday it hasn't still changed, right? So this becomes our fractal high, it is our fractal low. Now we're just retracing into here. Did we break it? No. Now we're just retracing into this premium pricing, right? I think we're already in premium pricing, or we're somewhere around 50%. Let's put this here. Good. So we're just at the 50% level. So that makes sense. Okay, so that's our outlook for Euro USD. We want probably a swap of this high, and then we can find further sells. For gold, what's that for gold? For dollar index. Now, if you see with the dollar index, let's go quickly. Let's go to the monthly. I want to show you something. You can see on the dollar index, what do we have here? We just have this ascending flag pattern, right? Right, so we have this bearish momentum. Now we're coming here into this flag pattern. We have one touch, second touch. Now we have a third touch. What do we expect? We expect some bullish momentum coming into the market, right? If we take this, right, so this will be our area of demand. Now we have all of this ascending lows, which will be clearer on the lower time frame, on the weekly perhaps. So we took out some liquidity, and now we're just retracing. So on the monthly, we're still fractally bearish. No, actually, we switched bullish. Okay, fractal high, fractal low, retrace. No, we're still fractally bearish, pardon. Okay, and then now, if we come to the daily, we know, okay, we're here now. Now we expect that retracement third bounce because it's stronger on the higher time frame, right? So all we just want is that change of character, which we saw here, right? This was our fractal high, fractal low. We saw that change of character here. Now we just retrace it. So we just want further upside momentum on the dollar, right? If we look for the liquidity lows right here, so we can come here, swipe this low, and then start to push up. Okay. Now if we go to GBP USD, we have potential for higher prices. We have this daily imbalance right here. We have this daily supply level, so we still have potential for higher prices. I don't want to be aggressive with a sell, right? So here, and also this grab liquidity, right? So we have it here where we have this liquidity grab right here. So once this area grab liquidity, so we want some prices, some higher prices. These are 4-hour fractal low. So the thing is, once we break this fractal low, then we can start looking for additional positions. Since this fractal low is kind of far though, so that's why we need that push up to break this high. We need that push up to break this high. So this can be our fractal low. Now we can sell from here. All right, if we take it on the hourly, this is our fractal high. On the hourly, this is our fractal, which has also been broken. So this is our fractal on the hourly, which is kind of choppy. We don't want to do with this yet. So we want probably a one more push up and then we can sell from there. Now let's move on to AU. AU, you can see we broke out of this consolidation pattern. Now we're coming in to retest this imbalance. So that's the first area that we're looking to sell from, this imbalance, right? But also we know we have this descending highs, right, which can also be liquidity, which market can also come and take out. We have liquidity resting right underneath here, so this is valid, right? But also we only want to enter when we see that change of character, right? So these are fractal low, these are fractal high, right? So we want to see that change of character. So you can see it's on the hour. You want to see that swipe, maybe one more push up, since you know Euro USD isn't ready, right? And Euro USD is king for this kind of pairs, right? If we want to trade AU and EU, we need to know what EU is doing, right? So since we're waiting for that one more push up, it's not wrong for us to wait for one more push up on AU into this area. Now our new fractal structure becomes here. Sorry, pardon. Our new fractal structure is here. Now when we break it, we can start looking for further sells into the downside, right? Good. And now we have on NU also. You know, with NU, we have this whole thing in a range. We're targeting the bottom of this range, right? We're targeting this area. But we have here area of demand. We have here also another area of supply, right? We have here liquidity resting below it, right? So this was yesterday where the NFP and you grab the NFP high, we expected it to come for the low, but because EU wasn't ready, you can see we pushed down a little bit but couldn't still push to that low. So we want one more swipe at this. Maybe this area would be what to push the market down, fractal structure shift, which would give us a change of character, and then we can find our entry, then we enter and then take it down to the 0.5846 level. Okay, now if we go to gold from yesterday, spoke about gold just being in a huge consolidation, right, from here to here, right? You can see this, right? Let's adjust this from here to here. You can see the consolidation that gold is in, right? So this area acting as support, it also is 0.5 zone, 0.3281. So fractally on gold, we're bullish, right? Fractally, we're bullish. But we have this area of supply right here. This area of supply, don't forget. We have this area of supply right here, which is strong. So we took out all this liquidity, pushed down, now we're pushing back up. We've pushed into premium pricing. Okay, just to show you people, to confirm it, right? When we just push above the 0.6, right? Okay, so now you can see clearly, right? Now we have this area, this imbalance right here. Market came, tapped into this area. If we take market like this, right? Let's take market like this, because this is just one giant consolidation. Right, something like this. Okay, so we want not the cleanest of price action, honestly, but what do we want? We want a change of fractal structure, probably one more push up to swipe this liquidity, so this becomes our fractal low. We break it and then we can find those shorts into the NFP lows. Although yes, we want one more push up and then we can find those short into the NFP lows. Okay, let's go to USD CAD. for USD CAD, okay, so 75%, 25%. If you've been here the whole time, okay, why are we looking for longs? Because we came into this area of weekly demand, right? And then we took out liquidity. Now, since then, we've just, okay, been looking for that retracement. Fractally, we're bullish right now. So all we just want is that retracement, right? If we take this right here, right, we're not yet in, we're still in premium, not yet in discount pricing. So we still want to hold on a little bit, but we can have this 75% acting as a support. So all we just want is, once we see the swipe of these highs, right? So the fractal high, fractal low. If we see swipe of these lows, yeah, we still have liquidity resting right underneath it. So we can see maybe a deeper retracement, swiping liquidity, depends, and then we can find additional positions, because here we have this equal lows that was formed. So maybe a swipe of this low and then fractal structure shift, and then we can find additional positions. Okay. USD oh, I didn't take this position. I was just, because USD CHF right now is very confusing. I would just rather stay out. Because why is it so confusing? So now if you see this, right, on the daily, we're fractally, so these are fractal high, these are fractal low. So very quite choppy. It's not giving us a direction, because if we come to the weekly, right, these are weekly supply. Now we've come back into it, so it has a potential to push the market down lower to find, right? So here we have one low, second low, so we can like get this ascending lows, right? One more push down lower can push it as low, and then so that's also a potential, because swing wise we're bearish. Fractally now on the weekly we're also bearish, because okay, these are fractal high, these are fractal low. Now we're just retracing inside. This all internal structure. Okay, so want to be careful. I would just rather stay out, see maybe a swipe, one more attempt at this low, find the base, and then we can now start to look for higher prices on USD CHF to take out all of this descending highs right here. Okay, for USD JPY, now for USD JPY, you can see here, right here, if you look at USD, right, this is what I'm looking for in that USD CHF high, right, can't make higher lows, and then we can start finding. So we've made our base, and now we can start looking for higher prices. Now on USD JPY, we broke the 75% level of resistance. Right now we're back in this demand level. We broke it, we created this demand level, now we're back in this demand level. So all we just need to look for now are further buys, right? From a fractal, we took out this liquidity, so once we break this fractal high, then we can start looking for further buys, although we can still have one more swipe out the low, one more attempt, and then this area of demand will act as a support for the market to push the market up higher. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I wish you a wonderful trading day. Don't forget your conferences, don't forget your trade checklist. Always make sure that you're doing the right thing and you're sticking with your strategy. I wish you a wonderful trading day. Goodbye.